4099, welcome to the stream. Just changing my title back and then we're gonna get started. Forgot to do that before I hit the button. Like as soon as I hit the button, I was like, oh, I gotta change the title. So I'm doing that now. Change it back. We're already off to a great start. And I mean that. It's not an ironic statement. Okay, I think it's good now. Changed back to normal. I want to say it is at least. I hope so. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure I changed it. Okay. I'll just have to change the VOD later. Just gotta move this cord out of the way. Okay. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. Good morning. My name is Ace. I like drawing, and we're going to continue learning how to do, work on a workflow for Blender as far as 3D sculpting is concerned. I'm making characters to use as reference for a webcomic that I've already written. I got an entire volume written. We are working on the second character today, but I want to show you some progress on the first character, okay? This is a test texture. Obviously this will be hair, I'm just testing out some of the stuff here. This is the texture stuff. We got the UVs unwrapped and everything, and this he's gonna look something like this when he's fully done. He's not done yet. We still gotta add more details and whatnot. But this I just wanted to show this to you. In the background is the HDRI. It does have an effect on the lighting and whatnot. I just found some free images online. This is the closest thing that I could find to the environment that he is in the scene that he appears in. But we're going to be drawing our own scene. Okay, we're not going to use this scene at all. It's just for a test. Okay, just wanted to show you where we were at as far as the first model. We got a little thing here. I don't know why this is happening, but I have to fix that at some point. But that's where we're at. Okay, so we're gonna go on ahead and start on the second mesh now. We're gonna try to get our second mesh to this point. I still have some more things to do before we finish that mesh, but we're getting very close to the end. Very excited. We are going to be rigging it before long, okay? Now, as far as this mesh is concerned, this is our second character that appears in the series in the same scene as the first. Um, he's been fully sculpted together. We have the primary forms basically. I mean, of course, I went a little further in some places than I should have, but we're going to be reinforcing those things later. But as far as that is concerned, um, wait a minute. Okay, never mind. Anyways, yeah, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Hold on. Did I make this? I could have sworn I made this real world size. I gotta make sure. Gotta make sure I did that. Shift A, add Q. Okay, yeah, yeah, we did. Gonna make sure. All right, so we're gonna double check that real quick, and then we're gonna move on. Okay, and then this is how basically. By the way, I'm basically just showing how I do the real world size. Basically, you just make a cube like I just did, and you don't have to scale it at first. But I went over here to scene properties. I went into edit mode. You can switch the unit system to imperial because that's what I'm used to working in feet. So that's what we're doing, and this is 6.7. This is 6.7. Okay. We scaled him down to 6 feet. right? That's what we did. And you just make that, you just put this off to the side, and then your sculpt here, you take the whole thing and just scale it down to this size, okay? So you have the character is 6 foot and what, one centimeter, because it's not 6'1", it's 6'01". So it's yeah, I guess it's 6 feet. Yeah, we're just gonna say 6 feet. Just don't mind that. So he's 6 foot tall. I made him 6 foot tall. Okay, maybe it is 6'1". I'm not sure. Anyways, he's 6 feet. I don't know. I'm a little confused. Don't worry about it. Anyways, because it's not going up to 12. It's going 5'9" and 6. All right, so it's a 6. Maybe it's 6'1". I don't care. Anyway, close enough. All right, you're 6 foot. We're going with that. And that's all you really need to do. All right, I'm just double checking to make sure that this was done. But I did this portion um right before going on, and I could have just did it on stream. I kind of had to remember how to do it, so I did it. I just did it off stream. I didn't want to fumble about like I'm doing now anyway, so I should have just did it. But anyway, that's what you do, right? Just grab the eyes, you grab the body, grab his boxers, and then you just scale all that down to whatever size you want. You can make them 6'5", 6'6", whatever, 5'3", 4'1", whatever. All right. But in this case, we made him 6 foot. Okay. And then you can just delete the object. Okay. Oops. There. So we know that he is now real world size. He was a giant before, but now he's, back to no, he's down. He's been taken down a couple of pegs. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start the retopology. It is a very tedious and boring process, so forgive me. It's not your cup of tea. I understand. But we're going to try to do better with the retopology this time than we did with the last character. Okay. So what we're going to need to do now is see if I can recall this here because I did not write this part in my notes yet. We're going to add ourselves a plane, which we have right in front of our guy here. Okay. I'm going to switch him to the side. I'm going to rotate the plane. Like so. Make sure it's nice and straight. I'm just going to do that. Let me save it right here. Now we're going to scale the plane down. Oops. And then move it up to the face because that's where we're going to start. We're going to set in the edge loops here. That's basically just, so things move properly when you animate them. I can rig the entire face so I can reference any emotion. All I have to do is just rig it to where it's believable. We don't want them to be like, oh, we could, it doesn't really matter. But the point is that we can make him have any expression we want and then draw it. Okay, that was the goal. So that is what we're doing. We're going to start with the mouth, of course, and I'm going to go all the way up like so. We're going to do it a little smaller than that. Okay. I'm trying to remember what to do here. Okay, we need to get snapping on. And let's see. Face project, I believe it was. Okay, we want this to snap to the face, and we want to be in edit mode as well. And we want to turn off this now. So we are going to find edge length and turn it off. By the way, that's how you check. You go here, go up here, and you say edge length, and then it'll show you all that stuff in in over here in the imperial units, okay? Or whatever you want. We got, you know, metric or imperial, whatever you prefer to use, whatever you're used to using, you can use that. We use imperial over here in the States, so I'm going for that. And we're going to take off edge blend, and now, what's going on? Okay. All right, so we got another issue here that we need to address. We need to turn on in front, and as soon as I remember where that is, we're going to do that. uh, it's funny. I see this all the time, and then you know when I get to the next thing, we will. Yeah, here we go. All right, we got it in front. Okay, and I think we're going to need a mirror, so we only have to retopologize one side of the thing. We just do one side, and the other side will be done. I think that is the only thing that I need to do. I've got some references here for the retropology that I did on one of my practice sculpts. So I'm just moving that to a position where I can just look at it and refer to it if I need to. We're going to start around the mouth, okay? I'm going to select everything still. And from here, we're just going to go on ahead and just manipulate the stuff here, you know? That's basically it. I'm trying to see if I should put in the mirror modifier now. I think I should. Let me see. Give me a second. Gotta remember. Mirror. Well, that can't be right. Another thing, we need to, let's see. I'm gonna change the color of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just choose the color. And I think we had like a pale green last time, so we're just gonna do that. Let's see. Go down to, I'm looking for viewport display. That's what I'm looking for. Give me, right? Yeah, it's right here. It's right, it's right here. We were looking in the wrong spot. Yeah, about that. You know, we had that before, right? Yeah. All right. Just so we can tell the difference between these two, okay? Now, I saw that the mirror did not work, so we're gonna need to set the origin point back so we can go on ahead and freaking do it. Hang on. Let's see, deform. We need shrink wrap. Because we want it to stick directly to the surface of the target here. And this is our target, of course. The body is our target. We're going to change that to, oops, did I hit caps lock? I hope not. All right, that's the high poly. This is now officially the high poly mesh here. And the plane is going to be body, oops, LP, all right? Simple as. Oops, sorry. Oh, I got something with my eye. I guess not. Okay, now we need to fix our mirror. Let's see, object, set origin, origin to 3 cursor, like so. All right. Deform. Nope, not deform. We need to generate a mirror. There. I do believe we're back in business. Now we need to edit. Select all. And then G. I want it to stop right here. I forgot how to do that. Give me 1 second. Move my windows out of the way here. Let me see. I don't think I need these ones. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, we don't want these to cross over like this. See, we don't want that to happen. We want it to stop. And give me 1 second to. Just one moment. All right. We just have to click this. Okay, there we go. Now we're ready. Now we're finally ready. All right. Now we can go. So now our the biggest thing that we need to change from the last um time we did retopology. By the way, this is the edge loops I did on a practice mesh. This is what we're trying to do right now. We're going around the lips. All right. We're going to make this neater. Because even on this one, I think some of the planes are uneven. We don't want that this time. We want to make them as even as possible because I've seen now the effect of it, and it's very minimal, but some like if you're going to be manipulating something in which we are with our rigging, then it could deform the mesh, and we don't want that. So we want to make sure that everything is nice and even. We're going to need a plane right that we're going to need these edges. These are edges, right? Yeah, edges. We need to just put them in the right direction, the right positions. Basically, we want one straight down the middle for starters, and of course, we've already talked about the planes around the eyelid in the inner eyelids. And basically, we're just trying to preserve the form of the high poly onto our low body or low poly, so that way we can bake the all the details on. So we're going to try to make this as neat as possible. And now that we have our, let's see, we're just all we really need to do is just make them nice and neat and follow all of the details. That's basically it. I think, let's see, we're gonna switch the edges. Make them about that big. We can put the line right there. Now this kind of bows out a little bit. We'll fix that later. It's not a big deal. It's just a very minor thing. So we're already off to a great start. Let me see. No, that's cool. It's all right. We're good. We just want to make these nice and neat, okay? Basically, we can just make the little minor adjustments that we need to make on the spot instead of waiting to fix them because once all of this gets covered, then we're gonna have a much harder time fixing everything because it's gonna be harder to see. It's gonna be like a giant grid. So we're just gonna go around the lips. Let's see. Make them as straight as we possibly can. I think I can extend out here. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we can do that. Well, wait, no. We don't want to do that. And we don't want to make extra extrusions like I just did there by accident. I found a few of them in my old mesh. Like I found a few of them. I was like, oh shoot, I left this open. I didn't completely delete it. I had to find them all because you will find them. It's easy to find once you unwrap something. But it was like four or five, maybe tops, I guess. There was one, I remember where they are too. There was one in the lower back, there was like two in the foot, and there was some in the inner thigh that I had missed. And we're going to make sure that we don't do that again. It's only slightly annoying to try to find them all and fix them once you realize that they're there. So this is basically like the remainder of the step here is just doing this nice and neat. There's really not much more I could possibly explain for this because this is it. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a shot of doing it. We are still in edit mode. We're gonna be working mostly with edges with this. And when we start filling things in, then we can go back to vertexes and very sparingly face, but mostly just edges. All right, so I see something that I want to adjust right now, and this is perfectly fine because we are in the beginning stages of this. Hey, Niall, welcome to the stream. Good morning. We're starting the retopology, the most fun part of the step here. This is a lot of copying and pasting and a lot of very tedious work, but it'll pay off if we do it nice and neat and correct. And that's what we're going to try to accomplish this time. We're going to make this way more neater than our last attempt at retopology, which was I believe that was our first or second attempt. I think I want to say second because I just showed you the first. This is what I'm using. This is the edge loops. Basically, this is where everything, will be animated around the eyes. I think I had already started the eye when I did this. But basically around the mouth and all this stuff will stretch, and we want it to stretch the right way and not deform. So that's why we're doing this in a specific way. That was my first attempt at it. I don't think I finished it before I started streaming, because that was before I actually started streaming regularly, like right before, in fact, sometime in early March. And we've already completed one for our final mesh here. And this will be our second official final mesh. So technically this is our second time, but this is really our third overall. And I'm just matching the faces here, trying to make them as neat and even as possible with each other. So that will really help us out later. Since now we know what the other side of this step looks like and what to expect, we can do a better job this time. That's already way better than this. There's a little bit of for this face. I kind of it's not very. I don't know. I don't know if that was what I wanted to go for. The faces that I've shown yesterday from my practice sculpt, it's the same character. We're gonna redo that character for the final time, but it'll be much better the next time we do it. When we officially finalize that character design and do it on stream, then that's what we have to look forward to. I mean, it'll be much better when we get around to doing it. Where am I? Where the heck am I? Okay, I'm inside of his head. All right. Let's see. Now we want to start the edge loops around the nasolabial fold and in front of the chin, basically like that. The triangle of death, some people call it, because that's what fist. If you get hit there, that's where you do the most damage, I guess. I don't know. For like MMA stuff, I don't know. Anyways, all right, and for this, we want to select the face. All right, we're already in edit mode, and let's see, what was it? Shift D to duplicate. Yes. and about right there. As we, I'm following my reference, but we're just going to make it a little better than before. We don't want it to look like that and not in this shape because it's supposed to go the other way. Let's see, edge, and we'll just move it like that. Matter of fact, we'll make it as straight as we can, and then we'll just adjust it. Now, I'm pretty sure that I'm not forgetting anything, so we're going to keep going. If something comes up, I'll just fix it off stream. But I'm pretty sure we're good right now. So, 1 second. The sound's coming out my speaker, and I don't want it to pick up again on my mic. All right. The music that is currently playing live, I don't want it to be heard twice. All right, so we're just gonna go and we're gonna follow our form here. The idea is when we fill all this stuff in, we want to have forms here. You want to have forms on this side of the nose. Like we're just going to try to get the form as much as we can. So when we transfer the details, it won't look very different from the high poly on the low poly. We'll just have much less numbers, much less polygons, but with the same detail. That'll really be helpful for later. If you want to take this thing and put it in a video game, you can, and it won't lag the system. It won't lag the game out or your system or anything like that. Or animation, it'll be easier to render, things like that. So that's why we're doing it this way. And we're definitely going to make sure that everything lines up nice and well. I think the best way to do that actually is to try to line it up with this. We're going to try to do a much better job at retopology this time. So we're going to be tweaking things here and there and making sure that we try to do a much better job. And I'm just going to pre-line these up as best as I can. So that way we can just go straight down across the face where we can. It's not going to be always straight down because we're going to have, our edge loops are going to turn this way a little bit and then go beyond where these lips are. It's going to be about a 1 square space between these lips. That's the goal anyway, or at least that's the idea. Try looking at it from a different angle because I can see that these actually don't line up. Oops. Okay. Let's not make these as stretchy as they look. That looks off to me. I think we got it. Maybe. I don't know. Actually, something. We're not gonna know until we fill in the face. We're gonna try to fill in the face. I'm only gonna work on the head today. Um, we'll see how far we can get with that. We're going to have to stop doing this right here, and we're not going to do this area on stream for obvious reasons. Okay, but when we get right here, I'm going to do the rest of this offline, and then I made it. What I miss? This is what I did so far with the retopology. We're just starting retopology, and we're going to make it much better than we did on our previous sketch. We're going to try to do everything better on each successive mesh until we have everything committed to memory and we can just breeze through this, no problem. And that's about it. We went around the lips and now we're going around the nasolabial fold. Basically, we're trying to line everything up so that way when this is rigged and animated, it won't deform. What game is this from? Sounds, I'm going to assume you meant familiar. This is from Tekken 5. Wait, Tekken 5, hot red hot fist burning temple. I don't know which stage that is because I don't remember Tekken 5. I was playing that in another country, and now we're listening to a House Harkonnen soundtrack from Doom. Yeah, I figure. I already know it's autocorrect. That's what I thought. It's Hayachi State. Oh, you see he's coming back. They teased him in Evo. They were like, he like walks out of the fire and he's like he looks younger too. He doesn't have his gray hair anymore. He's got a big, thick, bushy mustache. And like the people were cheering and they were like, and then they had Raven go, Heihachi Mishima is dead. And then Harada's like, um I think he said Heihachi Mishima he said he's really dead or something like that, or he's all the way dead, I forget. And then he comes back. He's coming back now. Harada apparently was lying, that guy's a troll. He said he was dead, but he's not dead. Heihachi's back now. He's back, and everybody's hyped about it. I actually missed Evo. I forgot that was a thing. I didn't see it. I saw they had some pretty good matches. Apparently I saw the grand final of the Tekken one yesterday and Street Fighter 6. And yeah, the guy from Tekken, that looked like that was a total choke, man. I feel bad for that guy. He had it. He had it and he lost. All right, so we got to do something about this nose, man, because hang on, I gotta move this. I think I could just add an extra edge loop, but I really just want to make this line up with what we have down there. And for some reason, it just doesn't look like it's lining up. We're not going to make the mistakes again. We're not doing it. We're going to do it right. We're making zero mistakes. We're going to eliminate mistakes one by one as we go on. I missed all that. Yeah, so did I. Actually wanted to see it, but I was too busy watching stuff that I don't really like Thor Ragnarok, or yeah, no, sorry, Thor Love and Thunder. Yeah, actually, Guardians of the Galaxy was okay, I guess. I watched that instead. I completely forgot about Evo, and of course Ashoka, which is very, very mediocre, I would say, but it doesn't suck. So I guess it has that going for it. I guess that's what we're going for, just mediocrity. That's weird. One of the new characters has all of his moves. Damn, Echo Fighters coming back. Yeah, they got what's his because we always had because anybody who uses the Mishima fighting style are going to have similar moves. They just do it in their own way. That's always been a thing with Tekken. Hey, can you tell me because I don't actually remember. Did Jin's mom also use Mishima fighting, or what? Did she have her own fighting style? Who was it? What was her name? It was Julia, the new girl. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's his granddaughter. I know you're talking about. I watched a few streams of Tekken 8 since it came out, and I know who that is. Yeah, that's basically his granddaughter. It's Kazuya's daughter. So yeah, of course she would know. Let's see. It's supposed to line up. It doesn't look like it lines up, but it's supposed to line up. We'll figure it out. It's that we can fix that from point A to point B. I just want to make sure. Hold on, three, three. Oh, 2, 3. Yeah, we can line these three up. It seems. So we're gonna keep going. I just don't want to let this get out of hand. No, she used Jin's moves. Well, Jin is also. They all know the same fighting style. They just have their own version of it. At least that's my understanding of it. Like I said, I haven't played Tekken. I haven't really like got all the way into Tekken since Dark Resurrection. So if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. But I was under the impression that they all knew. They all had. Yeah, they all basically know the same fighting style. They just have their own little twist on it. Does she have electrics? It's like saying Mario and Dr. Mario are different but the same style. Um, well, they both have the jump, right? The Super Mario jump. I know one has a pill, one has a fireball. They do. They can do different things now. I mean, it could hold true depending on which Smash Brothers you're talking about. I'm saying it's similar. I'm not saying it's the same. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say different. I said their own take on the same fighting style. That's what I said. Well, at least that's what I meant. I don't know if I said that anymore because now, I may have said it. I'm thinking about this more than what I'm saying. So I'm sorry. Okay. Like I said, I haven't been deep deep in Tekken lore in a while, so I forget which one is his mom. It's either Julia or Jun, whichever one. I don't remember which one anymore. I want to say it's Julia, but I could be wrong. Jun, is that who I'm thinking of? Who did Hidachi have a kid with? Jin. No, Jin and his mom are the same moves and combos with one exception. Kazuya's daughter has the same moves and combos as Hidachi. Jun is right. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that for me because I haven't seen that character since Tekken 2. I don't remember what game she's in. I remember she was in Tekken 2. I don't remember if she was in any other game because I know I'm under the impression that she was dead. But then she comes back and she goes and hires Akuma. I think she hired Akuma before she died, and then Akuma comes in and he's like, "Okay, you got to take out uh the head of the corporation." In Tekken Tag Wii U, Jun has unique moves. I have never played that. Um, I know there was a big thing with the gems that you can like buy and attach to the character, and people kind of like didn't like that, but it was a good game otherwise. But so I heard. I don't know. But that's what I just heard. She hired him before. She can't die because of Devil Gene. Yeah, apparently no one can die. Got thrown in a volcano off a cliff, um, blown up, thrown through a freaking wall. He's nobody seems to want to die here. Tag Wii U is awesome. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? I'm not thinking of. I'm sorry. Like I said, I haven't played any of these games. I was actually thinking of Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I was not thinking of Tekken Tag Tournament. I've never played Tekken Tag Tournament or even seen it. What I just described with the gems. That was actually Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I'm sorry. That's what happens when you talk about things you don't know anything about. I got it confused. I actually have not played those games. Oh, they are. Okay, I did not know. All right. Well, I guess I'm not as wrong as I thought. In any case, I never played those games, so I can't tell you what's what. So there, you just take that. So now what I'm doing is I'm trying to space these out evenly. I'm gonna add another edge loop right there, or edge cut. Sorry. Hope that's good enough. Now I think it's following the form. I don't want these extra spaces to be a thing. I'm just gonna move that over slightly, and then this over slightly. The gems in Tag are different, totally different mechanic. Street Fighter Cross Tekken game was a ton of fun. It just sucked for competitive. Yeah. Um, I heard that the gem thing would really screwed it up because it wasn't there at first, but then they added it later. At least that was my understanding of it. I'm not really sure. Like again, I never played it. I only watched a retrospective on it, and that's where I got this info from. So I am just confirming what I heard. I'm not taking it as gospel or law. I don't know, or martial law or forest law. I'm just saying that that's what I heard, and I'm trying to see if that was actually true or not from someone who has played it. All right, so we got that space in between each like we planned, so we're good there. And we're gonna just keep going. We're gonna go around like so, all the way to the bottom of the chin here, and that'll be done. Let's go ahead and save it. To fix Street Fighter Cross Second, all they had to do was unlock all gems for competitive competitions, but no, they couldn't give that option, so no one could have optimal builds. Yeah, I feel like if heavy customization and esports are two things that don't seem to mesh well, or they don't know how to really fix it. Because they had that for Injustice. At least my understanding is you can heavily customize them. Does that add stuff to their stats? And Mortal Kombat, and having Mortal Kombat fixed it as they had a mode where you could not change the variations at all, and that's how they would just use that mode to compete. The default variations, but you couldn't make your own variations for whatever reason. They wouldn't do that. Just because of esports, I would say. I don't know. I'll say let them do it. It really gives a variety to besides seeing three different kinds of Sub Zeros, now you got like 20 different kinds of Sub Zeros, and they can all play differently. I think that's actually better, but I'm not an expert on esports, so it's better to me. Injustice 2 has the same problem. Or tournament runners had to farm or buy gems. Yeah, just have a build where everything is like you said. That would fix it. I totally agree. Just have a build where everything is unlocked, and then just let the esports competitors uh find the optimal thing. Everyone will just follow that anyway. But at least there is and some. It's just I think it's just too much to balance. So that's why they don't do it. That's what I think. My take on hearing that is that they probably don't want to balance all of that and end up breaking the game. I don't think it's as big as a problem though, because they back in the day they had Marvel's Capcom 2, as everyone knows, and that game is horribly unbalanced to the point where you can only use a couple of things here and there. So I guess they're just trying to avoid that. Or at least to avoid the possibility, because nowadays people are finding things from all the other characters that nobody ever picked in Marvel versus Capcom 2 and saying, "Oh yeah, this is actually good. Look," and showing off some things that people didn't know about back then. I like that idea. It's just a nightmare for people to have everything optimized for any build. But then how will they sell us loot packs? They could sell it to us. That would actually give people a reason to like, okay, I need to get that stat or that skill or that item, whatever, and use that. That would actually, I don't think people would like that. I think they're trying to avoid the backlash from making esports pay to win. I mean, you're there to get the money, not to not to spend more money. You got to spend money to make money now. So there's definitely, I don't know. I feel like there's probably more concerns than we're giving it credit for. There's balance, of course. There's ethics of well, you don't do you buy items in Mortal Kombat and Injustice with real money? I thought it was just in-game currency, but because I haven't really played anything since MK10, I could be wrong. I don't know. I haven't really been into Mortal Kombat very much lately. I just watch other people play it, if anything, and I haven't really even been watching Mortal Kombat 1 very much. I kind of once they started introducing the guest characters, I kind of checked out of it. I for one, I think these I don't have any interest in these characters that they have. These guest characters they're adding, Homelander, the Invincible guy, I don't know his name. Uh who else is it? Peacemaker. I don't care about any of those characters, so it was much better when it was just Mortal Kombat. They can get gear with money, okay. They're trying to line them pockets with ducats. Yeah, they are. Not a fan of one. It feels too weird. I think I like that version of Liu Kang. That's all, really. And I like the story, of course. The story is always interesting in some way. And I really like the way that they ended the story game. It just got so crazy at the end. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. But after that, just looking at it just from an esport standpoint, it seems like it's dead. I don't know. I don't think people really play it like that anymore. I'm gonna go back one. Yeah, that's fine. I think I know where I messed up with my practice sculpt. I think I made the jaw too thick. When I get to that character, I'm gonna correct that. I like the new smoke. Makes me want to try them in the old games. Smoke was pretty good in my favorite iteration of smoke was noob smoke, and I think that was in Deception. It's like a precursor to what they're doing now with the assists. That's how smoke was. Like smoke or noob would come in and like instead of like pulling out a weapon like most people did back in the day, they used to have weapons and whatnot in some of the Mortal Kombat. So I think they started that in Mortal Kombat 4 and they stopped it all the way. That was a thing all the way up until I think Armageddon, and then now nobody has weapons anymore. They just have variations. But Noob's Noob Smoke's weapon was just switching to the other guy, and it would change their entire move set, and they would have different special moves depending on who was out. And that's kind of what they're doing now with the assists. I always wondered. I was like, huh, why don't you just have everybody have assists? Because this Noob Smoke comp was kind of cool. I guess eventually they eventually ended up doing that. I guess somebody did was paying attention to that because I thought that was the best idea they had in a long time. And this was way back in like '04, before it became a thing. I don't remember when Tekken Tag Tournament came out, but I know Tekken decided to, they did the assist thing. Okay, it looks like I don't know, like a Marvel space character now, like a Apocalypse or something, or at least he's going to when we get the rest of the episodes in. All right, so we're gonna save it. Now we are we're gonna go around the eyes now and the brow. Tag was in 1999. Okay, that was really Tekken Tag. Oh wow, didn't I? Wow, how come I've never tried that game? Huh? Holy moly! Yeah, I completely missed out on that one. Well, maybe I should go back and visit it and see. Anyways, yeah, they got on the whole assist thing around when Capcom did it. Then I was always curious as to why Mortal Kombat didn't just do that. I guess they wanted to do their own thing. They became more, they went more into the story portion, and now we're getting. Uh, I think other people are looking at that. I guess other companies are putting more effort in the story. They kind of have to now. Ever since Street Fighter Five kind of just released without one, it was like, nah, we can't do that anymore. But I feel like NetherRealm Studios has always been more. They really went in the direction of their story and the variations. That's also an interesting take. But I don't know. I just don't really. It's not as interesting to watch even. After a while, it kind of gets like I don't know. It's like all right, whatever. I've seen enough. It gets kind of boring after a while. I'm gonna shift D. We're gonna shift D. And we're gonna continue on here. I guess we can go about right there. We're gonna do the edge loops around the eyes and the brow, like so. That's what we're gonna do next. And this should be easy. We're just gonna line up that row with the other row. Tag 2 is the one to play. No need to go back. Well, that's still technically going back, isn't it? Is Tag 2 PlayStation 2 or is that PlayStation 3? Or is it on Steam? I don't know, man. It feels weird. I can go back to games that don't have an online mode, but games that do have an online mode, I'm kind of I don't know, for some reason I'm more adverse to going back to older games. Like I think like I really like Street Fighter 4, but I can't see myself playing it. I just can't. I don't know why. And I did play it when it came back up when it came out. I just don't see myself going back to that. I do like watching other people play it, but I don't know, I can't see myself playing it even though I like it. All right, so we have that. We're going to go around. Hmm. Well, these will line up, and that should be good, I guess. We'll straighten it out when we get to this portion where we're filling in his cheeks. We'll definitely make sure that that is good. We don't want to leave things for later. It's a somewhat time consuming process to try to fix everything after the fact. So we're going to try to do it right the first time. Starting to really look like a space character. Apocalypse. Well, Apocalypse is not really a space character, but he has space technology. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe like a face paint type deal. Let's go around. I count him as space also. Yeah. I mean, why not, right? He has a spaceship. I'm just gonna go around. Oh wait, you know what I need? I need a side view. And I do have a side view. Just gotta get to it. Okay. Red topology 1. Got it. All right. Just a little side view. We got it. We got it. Then we can just start filling in the head. We should be able to at least get the face. At least get the face today. And we'll finish up the head tomorrow. And we'll just work our way down to his belly there, and then we're gonna do a brand new character. My to-do list for the rest of the week is gathering the references I need for the third character, and yeah, I have to dig into my old art to see what he looks like, and then just go from there. Because I already drew him. I drew the third character before. I drew like at least half of my characters already, so I had to have a likeness. It's just it's my drawing without very much reference, so we're going to have to kind of correct the likeness a little bit. Is he based off a real person's face? I used real people as references, but no, there's no one who looks like this. For this guy, I took inspiration from James Caan and yeah, James Caan, basically James Caan, but he's not. He doesn't look anything like James Caan. Okay, and that was the point. I didn't want them to look like celebrities. I was just wanted them to look like people. That's it. He reminds me of someone, but I can't place it. The first guy was based off of Tom Berenger and Chris Christopherson. Those are my team. Those were the likenesses that I've referenced the most. But he doesn't look like either. I kind of have an idea already of what my characters look like. I just use their likenesses. Like their likenesses seem to me the closest to an actual person's features that I could get. So that's what I did. But there are some characters I'm just gonna have to do from scratch without any drawings. That'll be in the latter half of our little thing. And hopefully we'll have some pages done by then anyway, so it won't really be a big issue. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the rest of these will just be like so. Dana White, maybe. That's the closest thing I can think of. Dana White. He looks like Gene Hackman. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's good. That's a good call. Welcome in, Typo. Welcome. Gene Hackman. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I don't know why I didn't look at Gene Hackman as just a reference. But yeah, kind of does look like that. Let's see. Just gonna make sure that we got this lined up. Man, uh-oh. Taco, you ever play Shadow Hearts? Have you ever played that RPG? I just started it. I've been enjoying it. Let's see, 1, 2, 5. Okay. Let me rotate this. Bring it down. Rotate. Okay, yeah, I'm playing it for the first time. I'm pretty. You recommended that before, right? I'm pretty sure you have. All of them, good, great. Yeah, one day I'm gonna try all the ones that you played that I've shunned over the years, like Xenogears, uh, Breath of Fire. I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna try them all. I'm gonna try them all. Okay, I'm finally gonna try them. Okay, I should have tried them back then when you were playing them, but I didn't. Just didn't. I don't know why. I just didn't. I was always like I like playing the newer stuff than like older things, so I never really had a reason to go back then. Like, that's sort of the reason why I didn't really play Anthology. Kingdom Heart. I watched. Yeah, yeah. I didn't finish that. I tried it a little bit, but I didn't. I just didn't get into it. I didn't get a chance to finish it, I should say, because I had to move and all that stuff. But somebody had that. I don't remember who had that. It wasn't my nephew. Where did that game come from? Yeah, I don't remember. I had them all. What? Kingdom Hearts. When I did play it, I got up to either Halloween Town or the Little Mermaid section, whatever that is, Atlantis. I don't know. Whichever one is later is that's where I got up to. And then I didn't play it anymore. And then I was playing Hitman 2. I just kept playing that. I still didn't play 3, still wrapped on my shelf, and I got it day one. Wow. I always hoped that they would put Toy Story characters in the first one, but they didn't do it until Kingdom Hearts 3. And that was, what, 20 years later when I didn't care anymore? Thanks, Disney. I guess. But yeah, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get to Kingdom. I think I have 1 and 2. I just haven't played them yet on my computer. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get to them. I don't know when though. Hmm. All right, so we got the edge loops. Let me save it. Oh, oh, all right. So we'll go ahead and go around the eyes now. Switch to. I want to find something that's straight. That's straighter. It's more even. I don't want to get one of the ones that are like this. So we're going to let's see, shifty that. No, no, that's not it. If I can stream Friday in the marathon I'm playing, a part of it will be making a list of all the things I want to play. I've been too lazy to pick anything. Yeah, just jump in with both feet, man. He'll be all right. Think of the first game you can think of right now. What is it? Then just play it. You have a very a very expansive choices list of choices. I'm playing Pokemon Shield at the moment. I jumped in. I have not finished Sword, man. Oh man, I gotta stop shiny hunting and as soon as I start the game. That's kind of dumb. I should just play the dang game. Can't help it. Like doing dumb stuff. Okay. No charm, nothing. I just got a Japanese Ditto and that's it. Just breed it. Give up on shiny hunting. I can't. I can't give up. I gotta have the rarest of dragons. That's how we do it. That's how we do it over here. Okay? I can't stop. I'm gonna do the eyes. Shiny are so easy to get. I got 4 yesterday. Is that after you beat it? Because that's a different story. I mean, if you got the shiny gem, of course. All right, so we're gonna shift D. Let's see. All I'm saying is shiny don't mean better stats. I didn't say that. I didn't say anything about the stats. I said shiny gotta have the rarest of dragons. I don't care about the stats. I'm not gonna do any competitive battling with any people. Last person that I remember battling was you in freaking Gen 1. That was you're probably you and whoever else was in school. Or like that's like 3 or 4 other people were like the only people I've ever played against in Pokemon. Got 3 badges. You got 3 badges? Wait, yours is Jeremy? I don't remember Jeremy. What do I got? Who do you get in Sword? It's different in Sword, right? You can choose. Is that the one? Is that one of the ones? I don't remember. He's like the little brother of a Pokemon of the Pokemon, the current Pokemon legendary guy that's in that game. I don't remember who he is. Nah, that's what I named Gary. Oh, okay. I named them either Gary or Blue. Usually, I just name them Gary. It's actually incorrect though, because Red and Ash are not the same person, and neither is Gary and Blue. It's the original story. It's not the anime. Since Pokemon Let's Go, my rival is always Ace now. Oh wow. Why, man? What did I do to you? I'm just gonna go around his eyelids. Because of when we were streaming it. Oh yeah. I didn't stream it. You streamed it though. Yeah. I was just playing it while I played it while you were streaming it. I still have to hook up my Switch to stream one day for Breath of the Wild. I may try that Pokemon fan game I talked about with the school. Oh, it was that I still have that as a matter of fact. I I have that in my toolbar. What was it called? Pokemon Infinite Pathways or something like that. Was that what it was called? Pokemon Pathways, something like that. No, it's not. It's Pokemon Pathways. I'm almost certain that's the name of it. Cuz I just saw that folder yesterday when I was looking through my files for something else. Bugface, Blender Window, Hair Library. Cuz I still have the Fusion one. Yeah, Pathways. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I'm going to stop looking now. I really did enjoy Fusion. It was very interesting finding all the different combinations. I gotta get into that. I probably won't stream it though, but well, actually, man, why not? I guess I could. Doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, and then we gotta get all up in there with the plane. So we're gonna definitely do that. If you didn't play Fusion yet, play it with full randomizer, but not on hard. Such a great. I'm already playing on hard, and I do have it fully randomized. You already told me the S way to play it. And if you ain't got an S, you got an F. You know how it goes. That's the rules. You already told me which way you like to make monsters. Yeah, you got to make the freaks. You got to make the freaks. You have to. You got to. Is that right? Yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah, you already told me the way to play it, and I should still have that saved data. I think I'm just outside. I didn't get very far in it because I kept staying in the beginning and catching all the combinations and making different combos. Past the first forest. What is it called again? The bug forest. I'm like just beyond that. A sure one hit KO fusion. Is that the one with the 1 HP that you had? I think you streamed that. Not sure. Fudge. Yeah, we want to do that. We want to do it like that. We don't want it over that. But why does it look weird? I guess that's. I don't know. I guess that'll do. Maybe we can. No, maybe not. Yeah, Viridian Forest. Right, right. That's where I'm at. I forgot the name. It's been so long. Viridian Forest. Yeah, that one. Tangela fusion with a Diglett. Oh, you know what? What did I have? It was something with Tangela. I kept thinking of fusions with Tangela, and I'm trying to remember what they were. I had some really good ones too. I was like, man, I need to get these because it's gonna look bad. It's gonna look terrible. They look like they're just like kill me sometimes, man. That's how bad. That's how they look like they just don't want to live sometimes. It's pretty bad. That 1 HP guy couldn't take damage ever. This one is a one turn 100% Fisher, which is an instant kill. Wow. Not for a flying, being Fisher and all, unless there's a move that somehow it's flying with ground. I'm not aware of that. The ability makes any move sure hit despite type. Oh, okay. Well, I figured there was something like that. Wait, what about? Is there something that doesn't affect ground? Ghost, even non-affecting moves whatsoever. So if I did fly, if I was a faster Pokemon, if I had a faster Pokemon and I did fly and I'm off the screen, Fisher's still gonna hit because I have a hard time believing that. If he's on the screen, that's one thing, but if he's not on the screen, then what you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do then? Nothing? It sounds like you're gonna do nothing. I don't know, man. That game is freaky. Anything, literally anything's possible. Sure hit effect off screen. Okay. Yeah, I don't know all this new stuff, all right? This new age tech, all right, that we have now for Pokemon, all right? I only played Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 8. That's it. And I haven't even finished 8 yet. It's all new to me. Earthquake, if they use Dig, or Smackdown if they use Fly. There's counters. What about Reflect, huh? Or what was it? Oh wait. Tell me that wasn't tell me that wasn't connected. Okay, I don't think it was. I think I just clicked it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this a little bit neater. I'm gonna take this, instead of having two things there, can I dissolve this? I guess I can. Have you played many fan Pokemon games? Well, you know my answer. I only played the two. I'm looking at your. I heard about Uranium, Rusty. Those are two I do. I definitely want to try. But I haven't downloaded. I haven't even downloaded them yet, so I don't know. Maybe I'll look later. I don't know. But I heard Rusty and Uranium were pretty good. You know, before all this gym stuff and fusions and whatnot came out, those are the ones that people always said they were pretty good. There's also another crystal. There's a crystal. There's a different kind of crystal. I think it's called Crystal Clear or something like that. I've seen people playing that on stream. Well, not seen them, but I've seen them like playing it like on the list. I never actually clicked on the stream, but apparently that's a thing too. Poker Rogue, Chaos Black. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that before. Chaos Black. Yeah, I forgot to look that up. Chaos Black. Yeah, there's one that has like all of the towns in one, but it's offline. It's not MMO. By the way, people were streaming that Pokemon MMO. I still haven't. I don't know. I don't know if I actually want to get into it, but it does look like the game that Nintendo should have made. Pathways let me do the school. True Plus, you can join the rogue orgs like Team Rocket. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did like it. I did like it. I'm gonna have to play that one day. Like sit down and play it. Let me see. Shift and D. All right, so I'm gonna go around again. This time, these edge loops are going to go around to about. We're supposed to go in here, but apparently we don't have enough. We don't have as much room as I did on my practice phase, but that we'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. Village, no, it's called Poca MMO. It's literally called that. Poca MMO. It looks good. Somebody, it was a clip somewhere. I think I was reading it while I was in the bathroom on it's like somebody posted it somewhere on some other site, and I saw it. Somebody got a shiny and they just killed it by accident. It was like I think I forgot what they said. I think it was literally tens of thousands of I guess he was just like trying to get a bunch of battles so he could find the shiny. When he did find it, he finally killed it. He accidentally killed it. He was joking like he was going to hit self destruct, and then he hit something else that killed it. I think it was called like assurance or something like that. Whatever that does, I don't know. But it killed the shiny, and then he just went silent. He just hung his head low, and that was the end of the clip. I guess it happened recently because it was a Twitch clip. I don't even No, the whatever Pokemon it was, I've never seen the Pokemon before, so I can't even tell you what it is. I'm sure if I could find a clip, but I don't feel like it right now. But it's definitely not one that I've seen. Have you come across a Pokemon game here that pets can die if they are too damaged? Um, no, but people do. What I've seen people do, like there's a challenge run where if the Pokemon faints, they release it. That's the that I've only ever seen that. I don't know if anyone actually incorporated Pokemon death in the game. My next planned shiny is going to be Magnezone. That was one of the ones I was thinking about drawing as a redesign. I was going to make it like a crab. I still kind of do want to. I kind of want to do the slow poke idea that I had from back in 2015 before I started writing my comic. I still kind of want to do that, but I'm not thinking about creature design right now. Some of my keys I have to press twice. Input errors. Oh, don't worry about it. I think I can. Even if you typo, even if you typo as the typo king, I think I most of the time I don't have a problem understanding people's typos. A lot of mods add the Nuzlocke to release them. Yeah, that's what it is. It's called Nuzlocke. That's usually if it's not a mod, it's just like a challenge that people just do. You know, if the Pokemon fans, they'll just release it. And then and they also have like the first Pokemon they'll see is sometimes they do like whichever one they encounter randomly, that's their next main. Like I've never seen it built in a game, but I've definitely seen people doing it. But then again, I don't watch a lot of Pokemon fan stuff, so there's that. Diglett with Tangela. I kind of want to see that now. There was a few with Diglett that was like, oh my god, like it was like Machamp. What did I have? It was like something with a lot of hands. It was Machamp, a lot of hands and a lot of heads. I don't remember what I came up with though. I gotta like play it again so it'll come back to me. I want to make a Destiny Bond team and just troll online and rank. I'm sure people do dumb things like that already. In MMO, Pokemon MMO, Poke MMO, real sweaties and tryhards and whatnot. They're out there. I brought that up because when you started playing that, you said that. Oh, okay, so that was one. Yeah, I completely forgot. I don't remember all the ideas that I kept saying, but because I haven't played it since it was like a thing. But I'm gonna go back to it. Yeah, I said a lot of stuff with Diglett in it or Doug Trio. Oh my god, why? God, why? Oh, typo. Have you played State of Decay 2 since any of the updates? All I gotta say is they're really trying to kill you now. They don't they don't like you anymore. Those curveballs, man. Those curveballs, especially on lethal, man. They're really trying to kill me. And then on top of that, I modded it harder. So it's like anywhere from like if anything happens, because they have like the plague hearts just packed in areas. If anything happens, anything at all, okay, I got at least uh 20 to 100 freaks on me, zombies, whatever. They're all coming. I'm not gonna get out alive. Yeah, that's terrible. It's terrible. It's bad. I haven't found it yet, but if it shows up now, I might die. I might actually lose my community. I'm kind of in trouble already. I gotta show you that. I gotta show you that stuff, man. It is. It's difficult. It's very difficult. I would like to see Potts try it on hard mode. Who Potts? Who is Potts? Potts? What that? Man, I'm like beyond lethal at this point. I'm like suicide now. I'm sorry. I can't. Nah, I don't actually I don't want to see any whoever the heck you're talking about. You bot. Don't can you report that bot? Who knows who was on the other side of that link? Typo, what were you saying with Potts? Oh, yeah, I told him about that game before. I don't think he's played it yet. That's funny because I got it. I understood it when you said Potts before, but then this time I was like, who's Potts? When you said when you asked him about the Pokemon things, I knew exactly what you're talking about. Then I'm kind of sorry, my attention is split between that and this. Uh, where am I? It needs to be like right here. Oh, so you did play State of Decay 2. That's definitely something that when we were playing on those zombie games, that I don't know why I didn't ever recommend that game. Maybe I did mention it then, but that definitely would have been a good one for that. I don't know. I don't even know. What was it, like a Halloween theme or something? We still got to finish the other ones that we did. Hey, low base guy, welcome to the stream. Doing edge loops for our second mesh. Okay, yeah, it's is very. You get random survivors, but they can permanently die. It's kind of like Death Road to Canada, but it's all localized in one map. In that sense, you can find extra survivors. You can build a base. You can look for supplies and whatnot, but you have to stay in that map. Well, you don't have to. You can actually leave the map and go to another map, but that's a whole other thing. I got a curveball where there's some guy. He's out there. He's stealing my meds and my food every day. And not only that, he's hiding in the area that he's surrounded by plague hearts. That's also surrounded by infestations, and I can't get to him. And when I didn't know at the time, but when I drove to him to try to kill him, I woke up so many plague hearts because he was just shooting. He was shooting everywhere, and the zombies were only chasing me. If I can just get like one flashbang, and he's on like a tower where he can see me coming like from almost every direction. So, um, he's I have to get to him. I have to sneak in like into like the dead zone, basically dead country. You got to sneak in and like toss like something like a I don't know like a firecracker over the wall or something, and get like if I get the zombies on him, he's dead. He's dead because there's so many zombies that come out in my game that it's I don't even know why I did it, man. I don't even know why I did this to myself. If zombies get on anybody, it's pretty much over. I've already killed like two enclaves doing that. I took a roll flare and just tossed it in a window, and it was like 40 zombies came immediately and just went in, and they were just you can hear fighting and everything in there. It was like, oh man, they're dead. They last for a while, but after a while everything goes quiet. They made me do it. All right, out of nowhere they're just automatically hostile. So what do they expect? I had to do it. I've had two enclaves spawn hostile. I'm like, I didn't even do anything to you. Why are you trying to kill me? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get rid of that. Let's see. I'm gonna try this a different way. You know what you did? Yeah, I do know what I did. I know what I did. You know what you did. I'll risk it all, okay? Take big risks, big reward. All right. The old days are back. The bad days, the all or nothing days. That's how we play. You ignored them screaming help, please, in the radio. Yo, I can't help nobody, man. I swear, yo, if I go to if an enclave asks for help, this because there's I got it so that there's hordes everywhere. There's hordes just walking around like 20 zombies deep. If anything happens, they're coming, and they might. And if they have anything less than weapons, they're dead, and there's nothing I can do about it. So if they start some stuff by themselves, I can't do any. They're dead. They might as well just be dead. I can't do anything. It's not up to me anymore. It's up to the zombies. If it's Red Talon is like the only enclave. Anybody Red Talon can fight them off. Okay, and I gotta fight with them. Otherwise, I'm gonna die. Like I can't just be like sitting around. Like once they come, I have to help them. I have to help them. Otherwise, we're all gonna die. I guess I'll just connect this together like this. I remember a time when we could take a horde with a knife. What happened? Oh, we can. It's just I modded it to where it's like hundreds of zombies deep, and it's kind of hard to sneak up on somebody when they have like 20 people around them. When there's 20 zombies around. I'm about to turn that mod off though, man. It's bad hard. It's too hard, and it's very stressful. If it was just like the game itself and the curveballs, no, it's more than that. Like my game starts like lagging badly sometimes. It's more than 100 actually. I can't even count them to be honest. I kill so many zombies when I kill a plague heart. It's not even funny. It's not the fact that um that's not the problem. Killing them is not the problem. Is if anything happens, this might not even be you. Like if a zombie trips somewhere, every other zombie's gonna turn around, and then it's go time after that. It's like it's any little thing that disturbs them in any way, you're almost caught. If you're nearby, you're almost caught. Somebody fires a shot, they all turn around. They could be behind you, they could be around you. They're not gonna all just. They don't always just path find to the noise. Sometimes they go in weird ways that they have to walk past you or something. I don't know. I think the game just wants you dead. I have no idea, but not only that, they're stronger, and then of course you have the curveballs to consider. The curveballs can make them stronger, weaker, etc. It's crazy. Yeah, I guess we'll go with that. Oh wait, we have one more. I have one more thing. I got to do two more things actually. I have to go around the ear and then around the jaw. I wonder why I went so far back. Oh, we don't want to do that. All right, so Shift D. How about that? I'm gonna try to see if I can fit this in here. Apparently, we have some differences here, but that's okay. I don't think it'll matter because I Z remeshed before, and I'm pretty sure that it shouldn't deform anything. But doing it manually, I'm doing it this way just to be sure. I'm sure it'll be all right though. But this should be further this way, and this should be like where this square is, but it should be all right. And we'll just have a bunch of smaller ones around the ear. So we're just gonna keep going. I'm gonna go around, like I said, around the jaw and around the head, and then we can start filling these areas in. Just Control Z because I don't wanna make it that long. I'm just gonna bring these two together here. Yeah, if there was a certain curveball, they could explode, and then the purple stuff that they explode with could get on you, and it could, depending on the curveball, do different debuffs on you. So it's really it's like they just want to kill you, man. They just really want to kill you. And on top of that, they could be flammable. When did you ever fight them fair? Never. Why would I fight? Why would I fight a zombie fair? It's never been about that. They gotta go. They got to go. I'm not fighting anything fair. It's always gonna be in my favor. Get that. They ain't gonna fight me fair. Okay, we got a freaking juggernauts are never alone. They're never alone. It's always like four or five of them deep walking, and then on top of that, you got like 68 zombies in a couple of freaking ferals. Okay, it's just it's pandemonium, just the way I like it. Okay, I'm just gonna give him a little headset. Oh wait, you know what? Let's not rush that. Make this nice and neat. I'm a little concerned about this area here, but we can fix that. When I fill it in, I'll go ahead and adjust it. I can just maybe do something like this and kind of bring it in a little bit. Maybe make it into a triangle. Try to adjust it. We'll see. Matter of fact, I could do that to all these corners and can kind of bridge them together like that and make it a little better. Make it just a little bit more neater. But yeah, curveballs can work either way. It could give you buffs or it could give you debuffs. I think I got one right now where if that they're extra flammable and they explode. And I think the goop is also flammable. So I don't know, man. It's curveballs, man. They can throw a wrench in anything. I think they got one where it's like a bloater. The bloater's extra toxic. If you get hit, if anybody gets hit with the crowd, you can lead people into the crowd into the cloud, the toxic cloud, and it'll kill them too. Like they got that stuff. Like they got toxic clouds that'll kill anybody. They got it so that the blood plague areas could drain your health or your fuel. So you gotta walk through them or whatever or bring a lot of meds. It's crazy, man. They really want you dead. Let me try that again. That was a little crooked. Hope they added better guns in the vendor. I don't think they added any guns, but there's a lot of rare guns that I haven't seen yet. Apparently, I know there's another update coming out, but I didn't see anything about guns. So it's like update 38 or something like that. They're definitely adding clothes though, so get excited for that. I guess they're adding more outfits. No part three. They did. There was a. I don't think they have a release date, but they did release a little bit of gameplay footage not too long ago. Oh, they're coming. They're coming. They're coming. The infected animals are coming. Can I do it like that? Let me just bring it back some. He's got his little chin strap there. Deer's using you to clean it up. Yeah, that's already happened. That happened to me in Fallout. That's what Ty was talking about. He saw that happen to me. I got I got killed by I think it was a rad stag, and it was like, it not only was it max level, but it was legendary, and it was like still the beginning of the game. So of course he killed me. I'm gonna bring that back too. I'm gonna mod that to be super crazy, just like I did with State of Decay. It's gonna be endless war. That way we can see that war never changes. We can actually see it because that's how I'm gonna make the game. I'm gonna make it so that war never changes. I just got to do it right. Apparently, you have to use, the best way to mod Fallout 4 is to not use Nexus. You got to use Mod Organizer. What is war even good for? It's, well, absolutely nothing, I guess, because we're just doing this for the hell of it. I'm gonna do the same thing for Cyberpunk too. If they stop updating it, it's gonna be cyber war. That's what it's gonna be. If I ever get my hands on it. Good God. Yeah, I guess we'll just change that. Wow, stop updating. Every time they update it, they break all. I only say that because every time they update it, they break all of the mods, and it got to the point where I just stopped modding it. Now I just play it vanilla because there's no point. As they kept updating it, okay, breaking all the mods, then they completely changed the game altogether. So it's like, okay, I'm just not gonna mod it anymore. But the moment they stop updating it, then I'm gonna mod it to where it's like extra, extra hard, cyber lethal. I'm gonna do it. My Bluetooth died, so now every time somebody comes up to my desk, I have to mute the stream, and I miss everything. That's all right. The game has Luther in it now. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Idris Elba, yeah. I still gotta see Luther. I don't know. When I feel like watching something, I watch something that's not great, not very thought provoking. Otherwise, I don't really haven't been watching anything. I've just been doing art stuff and a little bit of 11 here and there, and of course, State of Decay. All right, so we got our edge loops for the face. Let's save it. Now we get to fill it all in. I heard that Phantom Liberty was actually pretty good as far as DLC. Haven't gotten that far yet though. Like even in the main story. I know you can start it at the beginning. I think that was the thing when I was trying it out to see if it worked on my other computer. Um, they were like, "Yeah, you want to just play Phantom Liberty right now? Skip the story?" I'm like, no, I don't want to skip the story." I'm reading news headlines. This is what I found: Flaming bird carcass sparked grass fire. Fire department say, "Oh wow, would it spontaneously combust? That can happen." Maybe his feathers caught fire, and him flying, kind of fanned the flames a little bit, or maybe one of those concave mirrors. Maybe flew past a reflective surface that kind of set him on fire. I don't know. Or maybe he got on a wire, and the wire was, I don't know, wasn't very safe. Maybe he wasn't grounded, and then he got electrocuted, fell down, caught the grass on fire, which burned everything else. Phoenix, yeah, maybe it was Phoenix. He was flame charged and took too much recoil damage. Was that like a flame tackle? Doesn't Ho-Oh got that flame charge? I don't remember. We're just gonna fill in the face. That's basically it. I mean, there's really nothing else further to explain here. We're just doing this. We're gonna, okay, we got to make these neater right now because I don't want to go back and have to fix these. You don't have to make them perfect, but at least better than we did them on the first guy, at the very least. Is that is that viable? I think what I'm going to do instead is dissolve those edges and just make it a full square. See? Fixed it. Plain and simple. Been there. It's a talent flame move. Ho-Oh may have it. Yeah, you nailed it. He hit electrical equipment and fell to the ground. Yeah, I mean, it be like that. It be like that sometimes. We're just gonna fill that square in. Doesn't look too bad. Just gotta keep it that way. Once the edge loops are done, this is really simple. We just basically we just fill it in and make it nice and neat. Rotate it, and we'll probably have, since we're making these squares fairly large, we're definitely gonna have less polygons than our last mesh. What? Oh, we're in edit mode, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just gonna. I was gonna. The high poly is like 18 million. Right now we're at a few hundred. So we're definitely gonna have much lower polygon count, which is the point of this. It's the entire point. Oh, okay. So it looks like we have a little discrepancy here. Actually, no, we don't. No, we don't. I think what I'm going to do is just take this line and dissolve it. I'm going to move for a farming sim game. You mean an actual sim, or there's plenty of games like that that'll fit the bill. You could farm in the Sims if you really wanted to. Sims 2, Sims 3, Sims 4. I don't know how you feel about Sims. Stardew, yeah. I have to play that still. I see so many people play that game and they always recommend it to me. And I say I've never played this game. It's been on my wish list for years. I just never bought it for whatever reason. But that's not, it looks like something I would play. I like pretty chill stuff. Normally I just farm in other games like Ark. I always make a farm in Ark. And then it gets destroyed by some asshole alpha dinosaur. I gotta build it all again. Terraria, Starbound, almost said Starfield, Starbound, Minecraft. That's probably the game that I enjoy farming in the most. Not only is it easy, but you can make it look however you want. Always a good thing. But then again, I like wasting my time in endless building games. I think I may. Oh, you gonna start over in Final Profit? I still have to play that. I got it though. I did buy it. I have not been playing Fear and Hunger, but you know, I did like that game as well. The Final Profit definitely looked interesting, but I do have it. Yeah, Final Profit. I don't think I can play that on Twitch. Fear and Hunger. I don't even want to. I don't want to. I don't want to play it on Twitch. Can I do this? Yeah, I'll just do that instead, and I'm just gonna remove this. Delete face. Oh, the sensor. Okay. I guess I'll think about it. I don't want to. I don't know, man. I don't believe in. I mean, if it's, they always said if it's part of the game, it's okay. Just don't linger on those scenes, right? Or if if there's anything like that. But I'm gonna double check the rules. It's probably locked. Uh, on a mature tag, just like Shadow Hearts is. And Shadow Hearts isn't even that bad, really. It has some cursing in it, maybe a little bit of blood here and there. But how can't you? Yeah, they can. I don't know. I've heard that uh Twitch might not. That might be on the list where Twitch is like, nah, you can't play this game. But I haven't checked the rules. Yeah, there's that too, low base guy. Yeah, some things are okay, some things aren't. So it's like, do I want to find out if it's okay or not? Do I really want to find out? Yeah, yeah. Shadow Hearts is it's locked mature. Like if as soon as I put Shadow Hearts, it's like that's mature, and it's automatically puts the tag on for you. You don't even have to. You can't even change it or anything. You can get away with it. You just have to put it in a bikini and stream it from a hot tub. Fear and Hunger can't be shown because of dick and rape, but the streamer mode cover them up. Okay, yeah. Like I feel like it would be a problem as well, but I didn't really look into it. So, but it's a fun game, It's fun. Although I mean, some I did have a problem with completely RNG games being that way. Like I really like Gods Will Be Watching. That was a very good recommendation, but a lot of it is RNG based, and sometimes it was very frustrating. And Fear and Hunger kind of has the same thing, but it's actually kind of fun. That's only because I'm playing it on hard, and it's kind of you have to kind of play it differently. So it's probably not so bad if you had a whole party, but if you play it on hard, you don't get a party, so you got to do everything in one run. Just kind of, I don't know. Since I typically play things blind, it's not really a big deal. They have a sensor mod. Yeah, yeah, I saw that. I may have to look into that if I really want to play it. Does anybody know if the second game is like this as far as content, mature ratings? Do they have the same concepts? I don't really hear much about the second one. No one really talks about that one. They just said that a lot of the fixes that they did in the second, or a lot of the like bugs they had in the first, they just said, okay, we'll just put them in the sequel, and they just did that. We'll just put all the fixes in the sequel of the game in a whole other game. That's not Fear and Hunger 1. 2 is worse for content. Okay. That's all right. No one talks about it because it's impossible to post on YouTube and stream. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I've never even heard of these games, until Typo brought them up to me. Actually, I may have heard the name in passing, but not the context. I'm assuming it's got to be full on pornography. That's the only. That's just. I mean, that's just. I don't know how much worse could that concept get. It's got to be that, right? I don't know. I truly don't know. Uh, can I merge these? I don't know how to merge these. I want to merge them, but I'm not sure how to do it. So what I'm going to do instead is just dissolve. I know how to dissolve them, no problem. Aha. The maker cleaned up too. They double down on the things that can't be shown and focus on triggers. Lots of okay, yeah, wow. Well, I mean, how much more could you dumb it down on a dude that can just assault you in the world map like right off the bat? More, okay, it's more. All right, I'll take your word for it. I like the the creature design in those games, though. Otherwise, you know, besides all the crazy stuff, it's got me thinking about creature design. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. One day I'm gonna tackle doing that on Blender, like designing some kind of weird creature. I did show some stuff I did in the past already. I'm gonna put these together first. Let me see something. Let me take this and just delete that whole face, and then try to come at it a different way. Gaming is different beast, but from an artist perspective, I just operate on the assumption that if I have to ask, "Is this okay?" assume the answer will be no. Yeah, the world building is eye catching. Oh, you know what? I can grab this and pull this down, try to make it a little more even. Grab that, pull that up, and then we can go back to edges, fill this one in, and now we can just fill that one in. There, see? Easy grab. Can I can I buy? I can't bisect that though. That's the only problem. Wait, can I bisect? No, I can bisect that, but the wrong. Oh wait. All right, that might even be better. I think. I just want to be able to bisect that one. So I'm gonna delete that face and I get pushing the envelope, but at the same time, if you're trying to make a profit off a sequel, maybe add a mode so people can stream it. Yeah, I gotta say, I've never like it's a very niche game. I do remember hearing the name. I just didn't know what kind of game it was. But nobody talks about these games unless you're like already in the community. I mean, I can see why. Do we want to go? Do we want to go at it like this? Actually, you know what? Now I think I should delete these lines because then they'll be closer to the size of the faces around them. The link I just whispered you has a photo that a photography streamer caught a 3-day ban for. Well, let's see. Because I kind of have a pretty good idea of those types of rules, but let's see if it fits. Oh, wait, hold on. It says there's some kind of error. Hang on. Still an error. It's literally just it's just code. It's not working. Whatever it is. Oh, no wonder that's not the whole thing. Oh, I can tell you why. Because yeah, because she's got the you can see her cheeks from the front. That's not against that's against the rules. I got it. I can see it. It only linked half of that link. That's why. Yeah, that's why. And it could be the feet too. I hear conflicting reports about that, but otherwise it's not so bad. But yeah, the buttocks have to be completely the buttocks have to be completely covered, and those are not covered clearly because you can see them. You can see them from the front even. And then there's the thigh gap. You can kind of see. You can kind of make out her labia and all that. Oops, should I be saying that out loud? Yeah, and that's it. Shouldn't you shouldn't that area should not be that defined. Okay, that's not so bad, but that's not good for Twitch. Yeah, I'll send it to you. 99. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's pretty mild. Yeah, I'm like I mean I've only been doing dude's feet, but I'm not even gonna try to attempt a woman's feet on stream. I'm gonna have to do that off stream. I mean, yeah, they do. They do. Yeah. It doesn't link everything. Just take the whole link and put it in your browser. Oh, because it triggered the spam detector. That's why. I think that's why. Yeah, now it fully links. Okay. Since when do I have a spam detector in images? Yeah, butt cheeks got to be covered no matter what. I I I went over those rules multiple times before before I started doing this, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't breaking any rules. You got to keep them covered, especially on a real person. They might decide to allow certain things if it's not a real person, but that's a photo of an actual person. So if I can be banned for true ho because someone reports it, anything can be banned for reports. Yeah. So weird that somebody would see that and be like, "Nah, we got to stop this guy." That is so weird. I don't even remember the context of why that was shortened. Oh, was it like a command or something? Another photography streamer was going through a portfolio on stream and it had some topless images on it, and all they got for that was a warning, but that image caught a 3-day ban. Yeah, I would not go through my folder on this monitor. I always make sure that the folder appears off monitor, and all you have to do is just move it to that area before you close it, and it won't appear there. I'm very careful about that because I have a lot of reference images that are naked people, and if I slip up even once, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna take me down. Okay, so as long as the folder does not appear on this screen as I am streaming, I'm good. That's a very easy thing to fix and a very easy mistake to make too. So just gotta be mindful. It sucks, but I mean, that's just the way they do things. I don't know. It's not my company. I'm just here. Yeah, I'm just doing this for the hell of it. My emote link, yeah, that's right, your emote link. That's right. I knew it was some kind of like abbreviated thing. Someone used my emotes in another stream, and then somebody was like, "Nah," and it had nothing to do with anything. I bet you it was an emote that didn't have anything to do with hoes or true hoes. So I don't get how they made that connection. What did they do? What did they use it like in a Christian stream or something? My whole thing is even if I disagree with the rule, I can at least respect the rule if it's applied fairly to everybody and it's consistently enforced across the board. But that's not the case on Twitch. And the more money a streamer or category makes, the more likely they are to be excused. Yep. Well, my name is in it, Emmett, and I'm not in it. I messed that up, but you know what I mean. Oh, we don't want to do that. I want to dissolve the image, or sorry, the edges. I want to just delete those. I'm gonna come at it from this way. Oh, is that true hole stab? Okay. Somebody looked at that and was like, "Oh no, we can't have that." That's yeah, that's ridiculous. But especially when we have actual twerking emotes that nobody cares about. Somebody just saw the name, not even the emote, but the name. I bet you it was just a Twitch employee that just straight up did it. It was probably just a Twitch employee that did it. They're like, nope, that's too much. We can have animals backing it up, aliens, even people. But this true hole, nope, we gotta get that. We gotta get that off our site. That's too far. That's a bridge too far. That's my theory. It was an actual employee that saw it and just like, nah, you know what? Let's not. That's my theory. I don't think it was a regular person. I don't see anybody looking at that emote and then saying, "Oh, hey, where did this come from? Oh, true hole? Nah, because you just go to the channel. That you don't have any of that kind of content on your channel, so I don't get it. Sometimes they ban you without actually looking at the reports if you get enough reports. Yeah, it's definitely not a perfect system. It didn't tell me what chat it was used in that it got reported or who reported it. All I know is it was used in another channel and I got super reported. Oh wow. I bet you they said it too. They were like, nah, we're reporting this. Like the streamer said it. Like, hey everybody, let's get this remote banned. Let's get it banned. You don't know the context that the emote was used in too. I don't know. It could have been, I don't know. Maybe it was like a troll. It could I don't know, man. I don't know. Somebody did it. Somebody out there knows. And they didn't say anything. They're just like, oh. I'm not gonna admit it that it was me. I'm not gonna say that I've never actually used that emote, so I know it wasn't me, but I'm saying the person that did it probably knows they did it and just won't say it. Yeah, I know. I don't think there's any yeah, you can't use anything out of your chat without being subbed. I have no idea who it was because after the name change, they stopped coming to my streams out of guilt. Who knows? They're probably the ones who reported you. You had a narc. You had a narc in your ranks, man. That's what happened. Actually, I'm just playing. I don't actually know what happened, but I wouldn't be surprised, man. People on the internet are weird sometimes. Do we want to make this a triangle? I'm not sure. We're gonna see where that leads first. I'm gonna finish the eye, going around the eye. Got a little Hellraiser action, you know. Hmm. Okay, we got a little bit of an overlap here. So what I am going to do now, I think I'm gonna just get rid of that. No, let's not do that. Let's do this instead. Let's see if we can fix this and not completely, jack it up. We don't want this to well, this part shouldn't really move if I rig the eyelids. So this should be okay to do this, but I just want to make it neater. I want to learn how to make this a little bit neater. So We're going to try it. We're going to try to adjust this a little bit. See if we can come up with something a little better than that. What if I dissolve this edge? And then we could just connect them like so. Maybe that'll work. We'll see. Maybe the narc was mad that I jumped from baby games to horror games. I don't know, man. And you play a mixture of, you play a lot of stuff, man. You play horror, you play them both. Like lighter hearted games and mature games. You stream Thaumaturge, that's kind of mature. People getting stabbed by ghosts and punched and whatnot, you know. And then before that, you would usually have what, Freedom Planet, Unite. Oh, that game, what was it, Sia? Lady Sia? It's a very lighthearted game. Kind of like a I don't know. I was going to compare it to Shantae, but then I just remember I never played Shantae, so how can I compare it to something I never played? I never even seen that game in motion. So I think I have the Pirate's Curse. I got that from a free bundle, something like that. Oh, what am I doing? We're gonna do that. I kept looking at this square and, and mixing that with that square, conflating it with that square. Don't mind me. I am not a professional. That was before, and I think before that was Prodigal. Did I miss Prodigal? No, it was what was the you're professionally unprofessional, yes, thank you. It was the one with the Metroidvania. That wasn't Prodigal, was it? It was the Metroid, no, it was the Metroidvania, then it was Hades 2, and then either that or I missed the stream. I'm not sure. That's very possible that I probably just missed Prodigal. I don't even remember what that was. Which one was that? Was that platformer? Was it? It wasn't Celeste, but it was like Celeste in a way. I don't remember what it was called, but it had just come out, and I had never personally heard of it, so I can't really. I don't really remember the name. But it was after. I think it was while we were playing Pal World. You were playing that game. I just don't remember what it was. So that was back in January when all that was still new. I still have to try the new updates and the new pals they added and whatnot. I have to circle back to that game eventually, but I didn't enjoy it. That was an accidental extrusion, but I just went with it. I was trying to adjust the thing here, and it it just came out. I pressed the wrong button. I'm thinking about how I'm going to connect this little piece here now. You know, since I stopped participating in Hall of Hero, Hall of Games, Hero of Games. My games consumption is down so much. Well, do you have any interest in starting back up again? You could always stream your hog progress. I don't know how that's gonna go because I've never done that, but I like I don't like speeding through games just for the heck of it. If I feel like I have to do that, then it must mean I'm not enjoying it. And if I'm not enjoying it, then I might as well not even play it. So that's how I feel about that. But if I were to do hog, I would still try to enjoy the game, I think. Not that you're not, you know, from speeding it. It's just how I'm talking about, like, from my perspective, if I were to do it. Hog is dead. Or revive it. That yearly contest that Realness and I used to do. You can still do it. You can revive it. You can bring him back. It's all the rage these days, bringing stuff back, right? I think we could just do this. It's not totally even, but me see if I can scale that. I said it doesn't have to be perfect. We just want it nice and neat. This isn't too bad. This is way better than we did our first mesh already. So, because now we have a better understanding of this and where what's going to happen if we do certain things a certain way. I don't have people to do it with. Well, we can fix that easily. People already kind of do that in a way. You know, they sometimes, sometimes I see in streamers' pages they have lists of games they've done on stream. I might do that too. So hey, this is what I beat, and then you look at it and like, oh, I want to see that playthrough, and then you can just go and find it on YouTube because it'll most likely be in the archive. I don't think there's going to be anything that I'm going to play and not put in the archive. This weekend is a Dundozo and Tatsugiri event on Scarlet and Violet. Okay. At first, I did not know it was a Pokemon until you put S/V. And I was like, oh, that's a Pokemon. Okay. Yeah, I still update my banners for what I beat and rank them on my page. Yeah, I liked your stats thing. You haven't really been using the credits or the stats very much this year, have you? I don't have any ideas for something like that. I was just going to list the games that I beat. I don't even want to know if I want to actually review the games. I guess I could, I mean, I'll have them in the archive, so I can always review them later at any moment. But I haven't. But I want to bring it back. I've been more focused on trying to add more animation to my streams and whatnot. So that's all I've really been focused on. I'm not really thinking about game lists or anything like that. It's a very time consuming thing, and I want to get some experience in my belt before I actually tackle a bigger animation project, which is where I'm heading towards. But I'm going to learn how to do that in Blender for a little project I'm putting together. And yes, it does involve dread. That's the project. Okay, we can just keep going like this. I always felt that that character should be animated and not in a comic book form. So that's what I'm going to do. Uh, yeah, okay, we're doing all right. We're doing fine as far as the topology. I think this seems a little weird to me, but I think just the simple movement of the uh vertex should adjust should be enough to fix that, whatever it is. It's just this line right here is very noticeable to me. Okay, how about this? Just do that and that. And then we go back to edges. Oh, got a little bit of a clipping issue, but that's okay. We can fix that easy. Easy. Oh yeah, we still have to do the planes within there. I can't forget that. F. Just looking around. I don't see any glaring issues. All right, we can go back to copying and pasting, and extruding. I could probably do it like this. I don't see an issue here. Let's make that one thing. This should be one. Just not sure how I can merge those. Doesn't say. I'm looking here. Oh, bevel? Oh. Oh, how about bridge? Did that work? Oh, it didn't. So we're gonna undo that because I don't know what that did. I have no idea what that did, so we're just gonna undo it. We'll leave that for now. I don't think that'll cause a problem, and if it does, I'll fix it. I'm gonna start with an easier area here. Just go with this, come from this way, because I see this being a thing. So I'm gonna come around on this side and see if we can solve it from a different angle. If it needs to be solved, that is. I'm not really sure if that's gonna cause a problem yet. We're gonna find out though. We just want to make sure we don't want to make these too long because they might stretch, they might deform the face when we rig it and pose it. So we want to make sure we have enough faces in there. We can do it. It's a little too much for this. I'm just more concerned about that. I'm gonna delete it for right now. Let me try this. Can I do it? No, I can't do it that way, and that's gonna be a little weird. Let's see. That's a little weird too. Trying to work through the way of the best way to do this and see if we can come up with a solution. That's kind of how I want. That's kind of the separation that I kind of want right there. But we still have to deal with this. The only way this could work is if I stretch it a little bit. Oops. No. No. Yes. Okay, we'll go back to up here where we were before. Let's see. Okay. Maybe we can take all three of these lines, bring them down a little bit so we have some more space. Take that, rotate it, grab it over. Hmm. Okay. So how about we take this? We have to come to a decision here. That doesn't work. Delete the face. Guess I'll be playing a lot of Scarlet Violet this weekend. It's double shiny for the event. Wow. I don't have that game, so I cannot partake. That sounds like something I would do. Shoot. I don't delete that face. Okay. I'm really reluctant to just stretch these two, but I guess I'll just do it because I don't really have a choice. There, I did it. I'm just gonna have to hope that doesn't cause any problems later. Because I can't seem to just do that. Let me try something. It's one little trick that I picked up. Nope, that doesn't work either. Okay, never mind. It's gonna try to separate it and then divide it, but it sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't though. Wait, what the? Delete that. What the? Oh, I see. Delete it. All right. Just gonna straighten out a little bit. Okay, so we have a little bit of a pickle here. I want to finish this part here. I'm not sure how I should do it. Okay. These should be aligned enough to where I can just do that. I think this should be the only thing that moves. I don't think these will move. Like if I widen the eyes. So maybe we'll be okay. Maybe I'm just being a little too cautious here and indecisive. So we'll do it this way. We'll just put the long ones in, the long faces in. All right, thanks a lot for stopping by. Have a great day at work. As soon as I finish this little area, I'm going to stop as well. I think we've. Oh wait, no, I'm going to do this little area at first, and then I'm going to stop inside the the important thing that I've always mentioned is doing the planes inside here. I'm going to do that real quick, and then I'm going to call it as well. Oh, uh, I can't see any other way of doing this, so I'm just going to fill all this in. Oh, wait, not like that. Just going to fill it in. We should be okay to do it like this. We can always just adjust the line. Let's see. I can get some of them. We can get everyone but this one. Maybe I'll just add more faces. Then we can go back, delete this one, close that off for one row, close this off for the other row. Oops. I saw the mistake. We definitely want these to connect. So we'll do that. Dissolve these edges, maybe? I'm just trying to make this neat. Oops. These are the edges I wanted to dissolve, not those ones. I don't want the line to just end there, though. But it's going to have to. Okay, I got an idea. A row will have to be deleted. I have to figure out which row that is. And I can just move the others down to, to space it out. That's what I'm thinking. And I can take this row, move it down, and then take this row, move that down, just so it's more spaced out than what it is now. Well, you know what? No, you know what? Let's not move it down. You can take this row and delete it, actually. Even though we just created it. Dissolve it, and then move this up instead. So it's at least a little more even. Not, maybe not that way. Just these ones. And then we take this, and you know what? We have to do something about that row. Dissolve that. I'm just trying to make this a little more even, straighter. Okay, that's a little better. We have a row that's slightly bigger than the others. And that's still the row here that we adjust it. And maybe this one too. Let me fill this in, and then we'll continue that tomorrow morning. I'm gonna remove the eyes so we can see what the heck's going on here. Oops. Hit G, not F. Now we're going to switch back to vertices. That way I could just copy and paste all the way over. I might not have to go this far in, but I'm just going to do it anyway, just so I have the planes there. I can always adjust them later. Actually, I'm adjusting them now. Never mind. See, F. All right. And then like that. I'm going to select these two. That should be good enough, I think. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure that these are solid. Oh, never mind. That's good. All I had to do was just turn it. Oh, we still have this. I want to see where the corners are. Okay, right there. We can do that, and then we can just do this. Boom. And we won't have to worry about that deforming when we, because we don't have to remesh it. No, we don't have to worry about this deforming when we remesh it. That's what I wanted to say. But I was thinking of Z remesh, and we're definitely not doing that because we're doing it this way. So I kind of messed up there, but you know what I meant now because I said it. Hey, Sticks Color, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, my name is Ace. I am a hobbyist. I am learning how to do 3D meshes to use as reference for a webcomic that I am developing. Welcome in, Raiders. Yeah, we're doing a manual retopo today. Yes, retopology, and we're trying to do it better than we did for our first mesh here. I think the very first time that I did this, I only did it in ZBrush, and I just clicked a button for Z remesh. And one of the things that Z remesh would get wrong is around the eyes. So we started learning how to do them manually, and the details keep pretty much doing it this way. So we're going to continue doing it this way. I've even tried a quad remesh here, which it works similar to ZBrush and Z remesh, and it's apparently made by the same people, but it does not work the same. You have to put way more polygons into the remesh than you would if you just click Z remesh. So we just do it manually from now on. It takes longer and it's a bit tedious, but you can be way more accurate, and you can put the polygons exactly where you want, all the faces and whatnot. Hey, Samara, G, welcome. Um, you can put all the polygons wherever you want them. Make them as big as small as you want. You can control the count. I'd rather do it manually now from now on, so that's what we're doing. Okay. I wanted to finish the face today, but I don't know if I'll have enough time for that. But I appreciate you so much for coming in and stopping by. Everyone who stopped by in the raid, thank you. So I'm going to try. Okay, we did the eyes. Okay, and maybe I can. Well, maybe not. I think I can. Let me try scaling that down. It's a good trick. I'll try spinning. That's a good trick. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Put the eyes back in. You may have to adjust the size a little bit more with the inner eyelids. I think it's a little bit too thick up here, but that's only because it's in front. So, I've kind of went further in than I should have, but it's okay. We have in front turned on, so they look bigger than they should be, but it's not going to they're not going to appear like this once in front is turned off. So it's not really a huge big deal. Let me try filling this in. Might be able to do that. I want to see if I can. And got a little issue here. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take these and delete the face. I'm not sure why I put that there, but to begin with, but it's okay. Let me see. We have a double thing here too. You know what? Let's go back to face and delete it. And then we'll just fill that back in. So it's one. Saw a little clipping there. So we're going to adjust it just a little bit with G. I am examining the face a little more. Let's see. We may have to adjust these down here too. Uh-oh. Oh, we're gonna go with vertex select. So let's do it that way. It's much quicker. Sometimes if you have three corners, you can just go ahead and click that. And with the F2 add-on that you can just easily activate in Blender, you just press F and you get a nice quick copy paste action going on. Now we need to make these just a little more even. I don't want to get too far without adjusting enough, you know, because then we're going to get some of the mistakes that we made with the last mesh. So I just want to make them nice and even. I don't think the face will deform too much. I don't think it will deform at all, actually, if I rig it, when I rig it, but just in case, you know, we want to make sure we get this part nice and right. And then there's the whole UV unwrapping portion too. We make sure that the textures are displayed properly. I want to dissolve that, so let's see, let's dissolve that vertex. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Now let's continue hitting F here. I'm gonna put a triangle right there. Oops, I hit F. I'm gonna I'm gonna hit Control Z twice there. That was definitely a mistake. Let's see if we can continue here. Just a little bit more. I'm gonna try to finish this face. Oops. I done goofed. Okay, that explains why I couldn't see that fourth vertex inside the nose. Oh, speaking of, I'm sorry. Sorry about this. I'm still got to get used to being rated. Wonderful artist, Sticks Color. I saw that you were on this morning before I streamed, but I appreciate you so much. Great stream. Definitely a great artist. If you're not following them already, please give them a look and follow them. Check out their stream, see if you like it. I think I like it. Definitely like it. It's the hardest at the beginning when you stream to almost nobody. Yeah. There's so much to manage too, you know. I don't get rated a lot, so it's like I have to. And some of the people that are regulars in my stream also stream, and I have to, you know, it's a lot to juggle, but I appreciate it nonetheless. I'm very grateful as well. Let's see. Um, thank you. I'm trying to get around this nose here, and I think we could stretch it, but I'm not really sure if I don't think it'll be that much of a deal. Like I think when you rig the mouth, like if I rigged it into a scowl, I think that does affect the nostrils a little bit, like like that. We just don't want it to deform when we stretch it, so that should be fine. We haven't gotten to that part yet with manually retopologizing something. I've done it with Z remesher, and besides this, it got everything else right, and I didn't see any deformities when rigging it when I was learning how to rig. So I think we'll be fine here. Okay. So we're gonna go to vertex, and we're just gonna work this way now. Hey, studio, welcome to the stream. We are retopologizing our second mesh. Working in the office, so I won't be able to talk much. Oh, no problem. Thank you so much for lurking. I'm trying to finish this face today. At least the face, just this portion here, but I am running short on time here. I'm trying not to rush it either. I just want to make sure that we don't make the same mistakes we made before. There's some things that were pretty uneven with our last topology. I don't think it really affected anything too much, but we definitely want to. This is one of the things we definitely want to improve on with other meshes. So I'm trying to make this make sense a little better this time. Let's see, edges. Let's go down a little bit. See if we can try to get this all the way to the nostrils. Try to make the vertices end at the nostrils. Let me try this. I think we want to hit E for that. Yeah. I think this will work. Maybe. No. I shouldn't look like that, actually. Why don't we do this instead? I think we can get away with doing bigger ones here. Well, it's already not looking right though. So let me go back to fate. Let's just delete that last row. These last two, we don't have to delete the whole row. Okay. Let's try that again. Except for we're going to make it a little bit smaller than before. And let's go on ahead and we're going to try to get down here on the bottom of the nose here, the bottom of the tip of the nose. Let's see. I think we can do it that way. Oops, I hit G, which didn't do anything really. Try it that way. I want to make it go around the nostril a little bit, and then we can go a little bit inside of the nostril, and then from there, it'll be okay. Let's see. There we go. Oh. Why we click that? We have a little thinner one here, but I think what I could do is grab this one and I want to see how that looks. But we have in front turned on. Let's see. I have to find in front again. I always forget where it is. I don't think we have to do anything there. We're there. In front. Here we go. Okay, that kind of stretches a little too far. That's all I really wanted to see. Let's delete that face. I'm trying to see if I can correct this a little bit. What if I lift it up some? Just so we can have a little bit more room to add the rest of the nostril. I think that might work. Also, this edge group is throwing me off a little bit. It keeps making me think that I have one stretching from one side to the other. That happens sometimes if I'm not paying enough attention, but that's not the case. I just put that there. Okay, how about we hit F there? I'm looking at how I can do the nose now. Well, I think we can just keep like fill in this part right here that we haven't done yet, and just go from there. I don't think that'll be too. I don't think that's too much thought that we need to put into that there. Let's see. We're going to go back to edges and boom. Hit F again. And how about that? I don't think this will be much of a problem. I think maybe we can adjust it later. Just very small portions of the overall red topology I can take another look at, but we don't want this to be like more than, a few places here and there that we can adjust. I think I can just dissolve these two as a matter of fact, or at least dissolve this one. Let's try it. Maybe that's a little better. And we can just adjust it like so. It should be fine because I've already seen how the baking is going to appear on the model on my first one, and it doesn't really affect little things like that too much. So we should be fine with this. Just get rid of some of the redundant edges and vertices that we might end up creating sometimes. All right, let's see. How about that? And how about that? This is a little, that's a little too much, I think. So let's do this instead. Let's go to vertexes and try to shorten that little space there. We can go back here. And we have another little oddball thing here. I don't think I should leave it like that. Hmm. Can I shorten it some more? No, we don't want to stretch it too far in that direction. We can do a little tweaking here though. Let's see. I think we I think we could do it that way, but let's see, hold on. Oops. Don't dissolve that. Delete it. What if I did it that way instead? And then did this that way. That works better for the form. I'm looking at the mirrored side just to see how it turned out. I think that's fine. At least it's better. I feel like it's better than what we had it the way we had it before. So, all right, just click. All right, we're getting closer to the nostrils now. We should be able to get some polygons right up in there like that. That's what I'm going to try to attempt to do here. Okay. Streak some more, and we'll just have it nice and thin here for, I forget what that part of the nose is called, so I'm just gonna keep saying around the nostrils. Okay. When I'm actually looking at I'm actually sculpting it, I have the the reference for all the the parts of the nose and the areas, but right now the names escape me, so I'm just gonna go with around the nostril. So let's try it that way. We don't want that nostrils to end right here, so I think we can just actually cover this all up because we don't want a hole there. We only want that around the eyes and the lips. Like we'll go in a little bit, and then that will create the inside of the mouth. And then later on, I can put in some teeth, tongue, gums, whatever. Because we're going to have that fully rigged. That when you open the mouth, you see all the teeth and the tongue and all that stuff. Can I do this? Maybe. Just maybe that might work. I'm not actually sure. I may have to use my other mesh as a reference to see how I did it, and then come back to this. But we should be able to just fill this in. So fill it in here. Okay, yeah, we can do it like this. I'm gonna get all the way in his nostrils a little bit there. Just looking to see if there's anything that I'm missing or forgetting here. All right, let's go to edges and just fill this part in. Unclick that or uncheck that because we don't want to make any mistakes here that we'll have to fix later. Back to vertices. I'm not too concerned with the retopology inside the nose. I just want to make sure that, like I said, it's not like just a gaping hole in there. You don't want to be able to see into his head, just enough to where once we are rendering it, it's casting the shadow, and we'll just have shadow there. So I'm not going to do the all the way inside of the nose. There's no point doing that. Unless you really want to. I'm going to dissolve this vertex though. And I think we can just do it like this. Bring it in just a little bit closer. Oh, I'm starting to not be able to see what the heck I'm doing now. All right, so we can have these stretch over to this edge here. It should be fine. I don't think that'll make much difference. Let's try this. Maybe we can just do that. Yeah, it should be enough to cast enough shadow to where it's a believable nostril. It goes in far enough, I think. Okay. I think we can go with that. Oh, wait. All right, let's fill in this part of the mouth here, or around the mouth. I'm gonna have to take another look at this line right here. We might be able to get rid of that line. In fact, let's do it now. Dissolve. Maybe we can take this one, just bring it down some, so it's a little more even. That shouldn't affect the nostrils too much, if at all. I'm gonna leave these the same. That's where I started. And we'll close those two together. Let me grab this and straighten it, and then I'm going to press G and make sure it's not clipping too far into the high poly. I'm going to adjust this a little bit, just so it's a little more even. Okay. We're just going to fill in the rest of this here. I think I'll do the lips tomorrow morning. Let's see. I want to bring this up some. I'll follow this side here. Oh. Let's adjust it just a little bit so it's not, so we're not bunching up the vertices and edges here. We're just got to make that a triangle, I think. It should be okay. Yeah, once we get a actual working rig on one of these meshes, then we can finally see like exactly where the ret topology is wrong, if it is wrong, if there's any mistakes, and then apply that to the next meshes. I think I could go back and fix the problem areas without having to unwrap it again, but we'll see. I think I should be able to fix it on the same mesh. Pretty sure I can figure that out without having to look anything up, but we'll see. Once we get to that point, then we're gonna find out exactly what's what. I kind of don't want to leave this like that. Let me try that one again. Delete faces. Go to vertices. We have 3 corners here, so we can just do the F2 add-on. Oops. A little too much. We hit F instead of G. They're right next to each other. You didn't know. Got 3 more corners. We can. Do we want to do it that way? I think we could. I feel like my work is the final boss with this music. Helps you focus, doesn't it? Yeah, some of the stuff I would listen to. Wait, what is this even? Oh yeah, yeah. Some of the stuff I would listen to when I was, because normally I do this when I'm not, even when I'm not streaming. I get up in the morning and and try to do a quick project. And sometimes I listen to music, and the music can be helpful in that way, where it kind of like helps you lock in and focus, or even like gives you ideas. Maybe I don't know if you're in a stage where you're trying to work on a concept to draw. But I also had like when in my original playlist, I actually had actual music from artists and musicians in the playlist too. I just took all that stuff out just so there's no problems with Twitch or anything. I know you can, because this none of this music appears in the VOD, so I'm pretty sure I could just play the regular music too, but I just don't. I just don't. Now I'm looking at this little chin strap here, and I'm kind of not liking it. Let's see, cut and slide. Man, we could do it that way. Let me just grab that, and maybe we can adjust it. It's a little crooked down there. We're gonna have to definitely adjust that when we get to the neck. Okay, edges. I'm just trying to fill in this area. I'm thinking about the best way to do it. So this is definitely not the same. Well, besides the edge loops, we did do the edge loops the same, but pretty much how I approached this face is not like I approached the first one. The first one I kind of just winged it, but now this time I'm remembering all the things that I had to fix as far as mistakes, and I'm trying to not to make those mistakes again. So this one is approached a little differently than before. I feel like it's a little better, but we won't really see the results until we rig the mesh. So we're just gonna have to wait and hope for the best for now. And then once we rig the mesh and then see how it affects how the topology affects the mesh when it's posed and all that stuff, then we can understand where, if there's any problems, where to what to focus on and what to do better, and hopefully fix on the same mesh what we did without having to change too much. We should be able to just combine these together. So I think we can do that. This one's a little thinner than before. This whole the jaw, of course, is gonna everything is gonna move right down here. So we want to make sure that this has enough polygons down here. They're not too large. I'm not sure if I was guiding the size off of something else. So I'm currently looking at. I'm looking at the size of the outer rim here. And I'm wondering why I stuck with these larger sizes here, but I wasn't really thinking about it when I was doing it. Okay. These are pretty straightforward enough, so I'm just gonna just copy paste them all the way down. Maybe we could remove some rows, I think. Maybe not. Maybe we can just keep it that way and adjust them. Oh, we can definitely remove a row, but I'm gonna save that for tomorrow. We could probably get rid of this row and then move these rows back. I hit D. I didn't do anything though. I'm always afraid because usually that means delete, but yeah, I think you have to do Shift D in this program to delete something because that's what we've been doing. So it should be okay if you just hit regular D. No other combos. Now I kind of want to stop right here because I want to adjust some of these rows tomorrow and I don't want to get too far ahead. So I'm going to make some minor adjustments here and we can fix the chin a little bit. But we've started the retropology. It's got a little mask, little Jim Carrey action going on here. It's gonna turn into the mask pretty soon here. We got to do the lips. But yeah, we will return to this tomorrow morning. Okay. I want to thank everyone who stopped by today. I thank all you raiders who stopped by and checked out the stream. I thank you for watching the VODs and on YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow morning and we're going to continue doing the retopology. It's very tedious. But so just bear with me on this. I'm only going to go to the waist because I can't show, I don't want to show the butt and the groin area for extended periods of time. I think that's against the rules. Okay. Give me 1 second. You know what? I'm going to try to find, because sometimes I don't have people to raid and I just turn off the stream without looking. So I'm going to see if there's anyone that I can raid right now that's on my list here as soon as I remove my references so I can see better. We can check that out really quick. Let's see if there's anyone that's still around that we can. Okay, we got one. I'm gonna send you to this channel here just as soon as I get my chat up. Okay, I want to make sure I spelled that right. Okay. All right, I will see you tomorrow. I'm gonna rate out now. I can't rate out now for some reason. All right, we'll just wait for it to go and then I'll stop the stream.